This is the most untapped method to getting hired in high ticket sales. Currently, I've interviewed over 2,000 people in high ticket sales, and I've hired hundreds and hundreds of sales reps. And I'm going to be breaking down the most untapped method to getting hired in high ticket sales. In this video, I'm going to break it down exactly how to actually get these opportunities, how to find hidden opportunities, what to do in the interview process, and also after you're done interviewing with a recruiter. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to get your next high ticket sales opportunity. Let's go ahead and dive in. The very first thing you need to do in getting hired in high ticket sales is finding the right opportunity for you. There's a bunch of ways that you can go about this. You can join Facebook groups. You can go to Facebook right now and type in high ticket sales, and you'll see all these different Facebook groups actively hiring. The only downside is a lot of these companies posting in there aren't always the best, so you have to filter through them. And a good way to actually see if it's the right company for you is asking them questions like, how many people are on the sales team, how long the company's been around, and also you looking into the founder to make sure this is the right opportunity for you. Another way to find great opportunities for high ticket sales is going to conferences. There's a conference that happens every single year. It's called ClickFunnels. A lot of top marketers, people in the online high ticket sales space go there, and you can network with offer owners, marketers, and also sales managers. This is a great opportunity to meet the right people and be in the right room. Another way is also going to masterminds. There's a lot of marketing and sales masterminds out there, and the more you do more research, you can start seeing where these sales managers are actually going to be. Instead of you trying to message them all the time on Instagram or LinkedIn, getting in the room and being in person is the best way to foster those relationships. There's nothing better than actually shaking someone's hand and seeing them face to face. Another great way to find the right opportunities is following sales managers and also founders, even marketers too as well. Every single week, I'm posting job applications onto my Instagram story, trying to find the right talent. So if you were already following me, chances are you could have just applied to one of the jobs that I put up, and then you could interview with our HR department to see if you're the right fit. But don't just take my word for it. You can go and follow a bunch of other people that are sales managers, also founders. They're always posting and trying to find the right talent, because there are a good amount of people in high ticket sales, but there's not a lot of great people that could actually do the job. So if you're someone that's really talented and you've been training and you've been on offers before, chances are there's a founder out there looking for you to be on the offer. Now that you have found the right opportunities, it's time to apply for these roles. And each time when you're filling out one of these applications, oftentimes it's going to ask you to submit some type of video application. Now, this is one of the most critical and important parts. And if you miss this, it can cost you from actually getting a high ticket role. When you are submitting a video application, you want to make sure that you're in a quiet environment, a professional background, and you have great lighting. This is very, very important. So many times in our portfolio, when people are applying for jobs, they're submitting their application in the car or even in an unprofessional background, very poor audio. And what that tells to the business owner or the recruiter is this person is not going to be the best person to actually have on those calls. Because if they show up this way on their application, just imagine the way they're going to show up when they have a lead. Keep in mind, here at Power Studio, a lot of our clients sell premium offers. It's high ticket. So they're selling something between $5,000 to all the way up to $75,000. What's going to end up happening when you are on a call with somebody and you're not looking professional, you have poor lighting, your camera quality is trash, they're not going to want to buy from you. And now you cost that business owner thousands and thousands of dollars. And that's just one call. So this role is very, very important. When you're someone that's in high ticket sales, it's a huge responsibility. And the business owner / recruiter has to make sure they're making the right decision. So they're going to find any reason to say, this person is not the right fit for my company. You've now found the right opportunity and you've applied. The very next thing that you want to do is reach out to the business owner, the recruiter, and also try to find someone that's currently on that offer selling and tell them that you just applied. Business owners and recruiters love this because it shows that you're someone that's very serious and you're not just spraying and applying to mass roles. Oftentimes we get applications and people submit in their video review and they mention a whole different company in the application when they're applying for our company. Business owners are looking for people that are serious about their company, that's all in and they're not offer hopping. When you're an offer hopper, it literally shows in your application. You didn't even spend the time to apply specifically to that company. The next step is the interview process. This process is very important because now that you've applied and the recruiter ends up reaching out to you because obviously they've seen something in your application that made them interested to set up the interview. It's very similar to a sales call. A lead books in because they want more information, they want to apply, they want to learn more about your business or whatever you're selling. That's how it is when you're applying to these jobs. You opted in, you applied, but the recruiter took their time out to reach out to you for you to apply for this job. So they obviously have some type of interest to want to meet with you. Usually the interview process is broken down into 3 main steps. The first one is a screening. They're just really trying to make sure that you're not someone crazy. It's usually done by some type of virtual assistant, and they're just trying to make sure that before they hand you over to the sales manager, that you're actually someone that could potentially be hired within the company. Now that you've gone through the screening, oftentimes the sales manager will have the next meeting with you, and this one's typically more of a role play. So they'll send you over a bunch of scripts, more information around their ICP, and you'll start to role play with the sales manager. The number one thing that people get wrong during the role play with the sales manager during the interview process is not taking feedback the right way. Oftentimes, sales managers are looking for people that are coachable. They're not even expecting you to be perfect on the script. They want someone that's coachable. So when they give you that feedback, you have to make sure that you're implementing it on the next role play that you do with them during that call. So you don't have to be perfect at all. Kind of loosen up, be cool, because they're looking for people that are coachable, not people that are perfect. We already understand that you're on an interview, you're gonna be a little bit nervous, you're not gonna be perfect, but one thing that you can control is being coachable. During the interview process, it's very important for you to let the business owner know that you're a little bit different than these high ticket closers. Oftentimes, high ticket closers, they're lazy nowadays. They don't want to go out inside of the CRM and go and fetch and close their own deals. When someone doesn't show up to my meeting, I will go inside of the CRM and pre-qualify my own leads and set them onto my own calendar to close more deals. Business owners are looking for this nowadays, especially on the top offers. They want someone that's hungry, humble, and smart. The last most important thing that you can do during the interview process is finding out the company culture. You want to make sure that you say things that match with the company's culture. Is this a high-paced team? Do they have more of a Jordan Belfort type of dynamic within the team, like the Wolf of Wall Street? What is the team culture? You want to make sure you find that out. And that's why it's important to reach out to other closers on the offer so you can learn a little bit more about things behind the scene. But you want to make sure that you match with that company culture. And it's even better when it's not forced and it's organically true. But sales managers, they're often trying to see if you're going to be someone that fits in with the company culture, because the last interview in the sales interview process is typically with the founder, depending on what organization that you're working with. Some companies, they only do the screening and then they move you over to the role play. But larger organizations, they do 3 interviews, and that 3rd interview is all about being the great culture fit. And that's something that you have to know what the team culture is, and you're aligning yourself with the team culture and you're showing up professionally to that meeting. Now you know how to find the right opportunities and you understand the interview process. The final thing that you want to do after your interviews is making sure that you reach back out to each person that was involved in your interview process. And you want to do this right after you get off the interview. About 30 minutes to an hour later, reach back out to them and tell them, thank you for your time. I really liked XYZ and I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. This shows that you're serious. You're not someone that's going from interview to interview. And then after that, the very next day, you want to reach back out again and continue to follow up. That's something that we love to see, because if you're following up in your interview process, then when you start to have leads, that shows me that you're someone that also is going to want to follow up with those leads as well. It's a huge game changer. And oftentimes we even ghost people on purpose to see if they're really serious and will follow up with us. The best reps that I've hired followed up with us multiple times during the interview process, and it just shows that there's someone that's serious. I hope you got a lot of value in today's video. If you're someone that's struggling with any of these steps, feel free to go ahead and apply below. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. But as always, the main point of this channel is just to provide you guys value, things that I wish that I had known when I was getting into high ticket sales and just scaling up high ticket offers. I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.